What's up, everyone? Garrett here, bringing you the exploration of history's greatest warriors through the video game For Honor, featuring the Warden. This episode is going to talk about the Warden, and how that character is closely related to the medieval knight. Knights were medieval gentlemen soldiers that were usually high-born, meaning they were from wealthy royal families. They come from a family with a military background. Knights started out as attendants or specialized foot soldiers. The knight status was elevated around 800 BC. A soldier would be lightly tapped on the shoulder with the flat of the sword to be pronounced a knight. Along with this title, they were given a sword, a raise, and a plot of land. In most cases, a soldier was required to be 21 years of age to become a knight. Knights were considered elite soldiers in battle, and they also acted as the local law enforcement for the local lords and courts. Some important vocab to keep in mind are as follows. A page. A page is a boy who acted as a knight's attendant, the first stage in chivalric knighthood. Squire. Squire is a young nobleman attendant for a knight, ranked below a knight. Okay, that's enough vocab for now. Let's get back to it. Knights needed attendants to attend to the horses, maintain and hand him his heavy weapons and shield. Squires were the ones for the job. They also helped the knight mount and dismount the horse because it was difficult to do this in the heavy armor they wore. Squires guarded the knight's prisoners. Squires also helped the knight in battle training, and they often became knights themselves. Now let's talk a bit about armor and weapons. Knights wore higher-end average clothing when they were not in battle. When knights were in battle, they wore chainmail, helmets, and partial suits of armor. This was only worn in battle. Full suits of armor were introduced as full suits of plate steel armor. They were very expensive, heavy, and hot. They were custom made for the knight. Tons of training had to be done on and off of the horses for the knights to become a true master. Knights had a variety of weapons that they used. Some of the more notable weapons are as follows: the dagger, the crossbow, the lance, the sword and shield, and the catapult. These weapons are very notable for the time period of the knights. Another important vocab word is chivalry. Chivalry is a system of principles and customs of knighthood. This code was the knight's code of conduct. It taught the knight mercy, humility, honor, sacrifice, faithfulness, courage, and graciousness and courtesy towards women. Knights were known for their expert combat experience on and off horseback. Knights used coat of arms, which was their identification since few people could read or write. There were many different colors used, such as black, royal purple, sky blue, and more. They also used metals such as gold and silver along with symbols. Now let's talk about what the game missed. The game only shows the knight using a sword. This is not a true showcase of the knight because they were masters of all kinds of weapons, as well as experts of combat on horses, and the game gives no picture of this combat skill. So now a fun fact that everybody's been waiting for about castles. During this time, they would lay siege to the castle to ultimately reach the inside. In a case where the forces could not reach the inside, they would just surround the castle and wait for them to starve or surrender. This style was adopted and carried out in the summer months because the weather was much nicer. Now let's talk about some interesting facts about knights. Tournaments were not just about who was the best, it was about providing mass entertainment to the people. Becoming a knight was a long road. You had to serve 7 years as a page, then another 7 as a squire, before you were even considered to become a knight. The code of chivalry was indeed real. They took this oath when they were knighted. However, when there was no war to fight, they would loot and pillage just for the fun of it. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the History's Greatest Warriors through the video game For Honor. Stay tuned for more to come. On the way out, enjoy the sped up clip of the Warden fighting the Kinsei and take what you have learned and apply it to the fight. Hope you enjoy. Till next time.